Okay, let's take a look at how the global equity markets fared overnight, beginning with the USA. The USA markets were actually closed yesterday on account of Labor Day, so unfortunately not too many Qs out of there. But if you remember correctly, Friday was the second day of a major sell-off seen in the US markets. The Nasdaq here is leading the fall for a change. There's been reports that there was a lot of call option buying done by one of the world's largest investing firms, SoftBank, which was actually in part responsible for the tremendous Nasdaq rally. It seems that coming to a halt might also put a bit of a halt to the Nasdaq's continual up move. But one good cue that we can take away from what we saw with the futures last night, which were on, is that Dow Futures actually gained 220 points. So that's recovering a fair bit of lost ground. S&P futures, let's remember the S&P was also battered on Thursday and Friday. That's up 0.5%, so some recovery seen there as well. The Nasdaq 100 is the only place where futures remained flat, but let's remember that is also the index which has seen the largest rally. Now let's come down to Asia. Japan's Q2 GDP showed a contraction of 28.1%. Some believe that was worse than what was expected. Some believe it was slightly better than what was expected. But nonetheless, the Nikkei was up 0.4% in early trade. The Topix was up 0.2% in early trade. So the market seemed to be responding quite positively to that. South Korea's Kospi was up 0.6%. Australia also gained nearly a whole percent at the ASX 200. So Asia Pacific stocks, broadly speaking, were higher this morning. Now, Europe yesterday also closed pretty high, 1.6% higher for the Pan-Euro Stoxx 600. Autos here were leading the gains yesterday, 2.6% up, but all your sectors and major bourses ended the day in positive territory, so a clear green move seen in Europe. Now, two commodities that we always check in on, oil and gold. Brent crude, $42.21 per barrel, down 45 cents or 1.1%, excuse me. Brent earlier had slid during the same session to 41.51, which was the lowest since the 30th of July. US WTI skid 51 cents or 1.3% and eventually settled again under $40, which is a very crucial benchmark at $39.26. And it had earlier dropped to as low as 38.55, which is its lowest. This is WTI we're talking about. That's West Texas Intermediate, the US benchmark. That's its lowest since July 10th. So that's a bit of a worrying, data point. And then gold was flat. Spot gold erased early gains or any gains for that matter. It was trading at $1,930 per ounce. And US gold futures were $3.50 lower at $1,934 per ounce. So again, nowhere close to their recent historic high.